Hey y'all, welcome back to the Sweat Method YouTube channel. I am Jess, the founder of the Sweat Method, the space to get sweaty and spiritual with yoga and Reiki. So today we're getting more spiritual than sweaty. We're doing a chakra clearing. So if you have never experienced a chakra clearing, it is so powerful to be able to clear out that energy and let your body get back into balance. So I get a lot of questions, especially from my TikTok fam, on what is a blocked chakra? How do I know when it's blocked? So the answer is not short because we have 7 chakras in our body. So 7 chakras in our body, and when they are blocked, it can show up in different ways for us. So let me just give you an example. Our third eye chakra is responsible for our intuition. It can get blocked if we're taking in a lot of information from other people. So if you notice you're spending a lot of time consuming content, especially if you're a creator and you want to put things out there into the world, too much. Your intuition gets clouded with other people's thoughts, other people's ideas. Another great example of when your intuition can get blocked is if you are always asking other people for advice. Like, notice when you make decisions, how often are you asking everyone else around you what you should do? Because you know, if that is unblocked, what you should be doing. No one else is gonna know for you. Like, no one else knows your journey. So that's why the chakras are so powerful. That's just one example. Another one I really like to share because it's common is in the solar plexus. So it is the belly chakra. So this is our confidence. This is our powerhouse of where we go out and we put those ideas into the world. This is when we step into the room and we feel like, oh yeah, I belong here. I am confident that I can use my voice and speak. That comes from the third chakra. This third chakra can have trauma stored into it. They all can. But I find when people are lacking confidence, it could be from something from your formative years that caused you to get your confidence knocked down. Like maybe you were bullied. Maybe you were in some kind of abusive relationship. For me, this showed up as when I was growing up in high school. I was a singer before I went to a new high school. And going into that school, everyone made fun of me for being in this all-girls singing group. And because of that trauma, I remember the moment that this flipped for me. I was no longer my confident self. And it was stored in my subconscious for years and years, honestly, and sadly, 15 years, until I noticed that trauma in my third chakra. I really went into this work and said, no more. Like, no more am I going to step into a room and think I don't belong there and I shouldn't have a voice because of this thing that happened when I was 14 years old. Not cool, not me, not happening. So once I identified the block, I started working with chakra clearings that you're going to do now in order to start unblocking this. And listen, I get this from clients and students all the time. They're like, Jess, I did one. I'm good, right? Like, now I'm healed. And no, that's not how it works. This is work, okay? This is something we're going to show up to again and again. So I would love if you did this chakra clearing meditation for 21 days. Yeah? Because that's how a habit starts. That is how we move through whatever block we're going through. It's not like a one and, ooh, I never have to deal with that again. Because think about it. If I go back to my bullying trauma example, yeah, that was one moment of trauma that detached me from my solar plexus chakra, that knocked my confidence. And I held that for 14 more years before I looked at it. So I'm consistently subjecting myself to that trauma myself without realizing it over and over because I didn't break the pattern. So how deep is this block for you? If you're starting to get headaches, when did it start? That's tied to your intuition. If every time you walk into a room you get butterflies and you feel like you don't belong there and you're nervous that you're not going to fit in, where is that coming from? How long has that been happening? So you start with showing up and exploring and seeing what might be blocked. And from that place, you start to heal. So don't get frustrated if it's one time and you're like, oh, where's the healing? It should be done. That's not how it works, okay? I'm here to help support you through this, to help you unblock whatever it is you've been holding that might be holding you back from being your highest self, from raising your vibration as high as you want to raise it and be whoever you want to be, because it is possible for you, okay? So let's do the chakra clearing meditation. And again, come back to this again and again and really allow yourself to sink into the energy. And at the bottom of this, underneath this video, I'm going to share with you another meditation that you can sign up and get sent to your inbox for free. So I would love for you to have that, another healing meditation. All of my meditations, the sweat method meditations, are infused with Reiki. So what do you got to lose? Let's start unpacking those blocks. So find a nice spot and let's get started with this meditation. So find a seat. If you're doing this in bed, which I recommend before you get up, find a position. And then just start to notice your breath. Noticing how it feels as you take big breaths in and big breaths out. Can you let your shoulder blades heavy, your tailbone sink into wherever you are? And just notice the breath move through the lungs as you breathe in and you breathe out. Heavy the shoulders. Really allowing yourself to arrive. Now start to bring your awareness all the way down to your tailbone. And imagine there is this red light right at your tail. Just notice what it looks like, the size, the temperature. Right at your tailbone. Now notice this same light to come up about 3 inches below your belly button, and it turns this orange color. So notice if the shape or the size, the temperature, anything about the light changed outside of the color. And if any feelings come up for you, you just notice. Can you watch that same light travel up to your belly button and turn the color yellow? How does it feel now? What does it look like? What's the temperature? What's the size? Notice your breath. Let that light travel up a little bit higher to your heart space. It turns the color green. Can you notice the size, the temperature, how it feels right at your heart? Bring that same light up into your throat, and it turns blue. Can you notice everything about the light now? What's the shade of blue? What's the temperature, the size, everything? What do you feel? Bring that same light up higher, right to your forehead, in between your eyebrows. Notice everything about the light as you continue to breathe. What's different about it now? It turns this color purple. And now watch that same light go just 2 inches above your head. And it's a really bright purple that it's almost white. How do you feel? What's the temperature? Now let that light start to travel back the way it came and turn back the color in each part of your body until it gets all the way to the tailbone. Let this happen on your own. Try to visualize where it lands. Try to visualize the color. And when you get to the bottom, let that light land wherever you feel like you need it most today. Don't think too much, just let it be. Bring your hands to heart center. Feel that energy wherever it landed for you today. Let's seal our meditation with one big breath. Breathe all the air out. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Namaste.